For 3 long years in the mid-18th century, a shadow loomed over the French province of Gévaudan. A mysterious creature, known only as the Beast, terrorized the countryside, leaving entire villages paralyzed with fear. Dozens fell to its savage attacks, their deaths fueling chilling rumors. Was it a monstrous wolf, a rabid predator, or something far more sinister? No one could say. But in the midst of this chaos, a young boy named Jacques Portefaix would stand against the terror, transforming from a frightened child into a symbol of unyielding courage. Jacques Portefaix was a shepherd, like so many children of his time. At just 12 years old, his days were spent tending sheep in the meadows, climbing hills, and keeping watch for stray animals, or the occasional wolf. Life in Gévaudan was simple but harsh. Food was scarce, winters brutal, and wolves a constant threat. Yet for Jacques, these hardships weren't just physical, they were deeply personal. Among his peers, Jacques had a reputation, and not the kind a boy in rural France would wear with pride. He was known as timid, hesitant in the face of danger, and quick to shy away from confrontation. The other boys teased him for his reluctance to join their rough games. Jacques the coward, they'd call him, and though he tried to laugh it off, the word stung. What made it worse was that, in his heart, Jacques knew there was some truth to it. He wasn't brave, not in the way they wanted. He didn't long to fight or prove his strength. He preferred the company of books, though few in the village had any, and loved the quiet satisfaction of writing. While other boys sharpened sticks into makeshift weapons, Jacques traced letters in the dirt, dreaming of a life beyond Gévaudan's hills. But in a place like this, gentleness was seen as weakness. In a land stalked by wolves, both the animal and the human kind, survival often depended on how tough you could be. Jacques knew this, and it haunted him. He wanted to be braver, to stand tall against taunts and dangers. But how? He couldn't force himself to crave the bruises of boyhood battles, and he couldn't change the quiet yearning in his heart for something kinder. That tension nagged at him as he herded sheep under Gévaudan's cold skies. Was courage something you could find, like treasure, or something you were born without? It was late afternoon, and Jacques was with 6 other children, tending their flock near the forest's edge. They stayed close together, not out of friendship, but for safety. By now, the Beast of Gévaudan was no mere rumor. It haunted the region, leaving bodies in its wake. Stories of its savagery spread, each account more chilling than the last. Some said it was a massive wolf, others a demon. Whatever it was, the children knew better than to stray too far. The air was cool, and the golden light of the setting sun stretched the shadows across the fields. For a moment, the world felt calm, but that peace shattered when a low growl emerged from the underbrush, deep, almost resonant, as though the earth itself groaned in warning. Then it appeared, not running, but stepping out of the shadows with an unnatural grace. Its shape was wrong, too large and long, with limbs that bent unnaturally. Its fur, if you could call it that, was patchy and matted. Its eyes were the most unsettling part, not the yellow glow of an animal's, but something black and bottomless, as if absorbing light. The children froze, rooted to the ground. This wasn't the predator they'd imagined from stories. It was something far stranger, and it was staring directly at them, its head cocked, as if studying them, not like prey, but like a puzzle to solve. The Beast of Gévaudan had found them. The beast charged, its form streaking through the air, jaws wide as it lunged for the youngest child, Jacques' brother. Terror swept through the children, and instinct took over. Most ran, scattering toward the fields. But Jacques didn't move. His brother's scream froze him in place, and something shifted inside him. The fear that gripped him was still there, but now it burned with a new purpose. Jacques grabbed a stick, his hands trembling but firm, and shouted, "Get back here! Help me!" His voice cut through the panic. The others stopped, turning to see Jacques standing between the beast and his brother. Inspired, the children hesitated, then turned back, grabbing rocks and branches. Together, they formed a circle around Jacques' brother. The beast hesitated, its dark eyes fixed on them as though calculating its next move. Then it lunged again, but Jacques met it head-on, swinging his stick with all his strength. The others joined in, pelting the creature with rocks and jabbing with sticks. Their shouts grew louder, and the beast, unnerved by their defiance, snarled before retreating into the shadows. They had done it. Jacques had led them, saving his brother and turning fear into courage. The beast was gone, for now, but the memory would stay with them. When the story of Jacques' heroism spread, it caused a sensation. Villagers hailed him as a hero, and news traveled far. Even King Louis XV heard of the boy who dared to defy the beast. The king awarded Jacques a scholarship, rare for a peasant. Jacques became a symbol of hope in a time when fear ruled. Here ends Jacques' story, but the beast's terror persisted. As attacks continued, the king ordered a grand hunt. While a large wolf was killed and declared the beast, the killings didn't stop. For 2 more years, fear gripped Gévaudan. In 1767, a local marquis hired hunter Jean Chastel, who, as legend tells, armed himself with silver bullets and prayers. Stalking the forest, Chastel finally faced the beast and brought it down after 5 precise shots. The body was examined by a local doctor, revealing grotesque features and human remains in its stomach. Though its true nature remained a mystery, the killings ceased. Attempts to present the decaying corpse to the king were refused, and with it, the beast's secrets faded into legend. But what did Jacques face that day? Was it truly a monstrous wolf or something stranger? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more chilling tales.